Hi everyone. I want to talk about uh, organic food versus non-organic, and does it really make a big difference? It came up for me the other day because, it's organic fruit at this time of the year is not that easy to get by, and I wanted to have a peach, and organic peaches not available, and so I decided just to check up the difference between organic and non-organic. And there's an enormous difference. And I want to talk about three differences. The one difference, of course, is has to do with the soil. And one needs to remember that when we're talking about organic, we're talking about soil also. The soil makes an enormous difference. The soil can be rich in nutrients or not. The soil that I grow my vegetables in is actually basically sand. And over the years, I've slowly built it up with compost and other natural organic substances. And it's been amazing to watch the quality of the food over time. Increasing size, increasing production, looks so healthy, tastes good. Of course, not all organic taste good, and sometimes the non-organic can even taste better. And organic can be blemished and can be have holes in and all kinds of things like that. So it's not that organic looks better or even tastes better, but hell, the quality of it is different, and as I said, I can see it from the way each year the food quality coming out of my garden has been improving. So the quality of the soil is enormously different to the quality of soil from farmers that are growing in plantations and using monoculture. They tend to use fertilizers, of course, and put that into the soil. But as I often say, fertilizers come out of the mind of man, and organic comes out of the mind of God. It's a difference. Coming out of the mind of man, we think we know what's important. We know what will make the plants and the fruit grow bigger, but healthier, not necessary at all, because they're using only that which they absolutely need to have in order to make the fruit or the food look good and big size. They're not really interested in the quality. So the soil difference is enormous, and food that's grown organically comes out of soil that is organic, that is rich in nutrients, and is sustainable for that for the plants. Most of the food that's grown today is grown in plantations. Especially fruit, of course, is grown in massive plantations and all monoculture, and because of that, doesn't have the diversity of plants growing in the soil. Diversity of plants create a diversity of nutrients as well. So monoculture, not a good idea, and that's non-organic. The second part of it is of course the herbicides and the pesticides that are put onto the plants, and this is just standardized. They just do it every 2 weeks. Pesticide or the herbicide has to be put onto the plants. Totally mechanical, whether the pests are there or not. It's to prevent pests, I guess, and so they spray it. These are chemicals. So you must keep in mind also that people that are eating this fruit and vegetables, anybody over 50 is taking all kinds of drugs as well. So the drugs are chemicals. So when you have a look at what's really going on over here, we're seeing something really serious happening. Not only is all the food sprayed in, if it's not organic, they're all sprayed. They grow in soil that is polluted, and then the people that are using this food are also taking drugs, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drugs, and the drugs are all chemicals. Apart from that, we're inhaling chemicals from the air, from motor car exhausts, factory pollution. So there's all kind of other pollution. The water we drink has got chlorine in. Chlorine is put in because it kills bacteria and all kinds of parasites and things like that, and we drink the water. So our water's polluted, our air's polluted, and then we eat food that is polluted as well. So one has to keep all this in mind, that the soil makes a difference. The pesticides and herbicides are all there, and that's all adding to a seriously toxic load that people are taking into their body. So one needs to take that into account. It's not just the food, it's the drugs we take and the air that's polluted, and all that together is causing serious diseases like, cancer, second most common cause of ill health and death. So, and then of course there is another quality which I just want to bring up, and a lot of people might just dismiss, but there is some science to it as well. And that is there's a lot of science actually if you go to quantum science, where we know that the observer makes a difference to what is being observed. So the mere act of observing something changes outcomes. Well, what about farming? If you know that these big plantations are just big business, people who are growing them are not thinking of the plants, they're thinking of the money they're going to make. Organic farmers are different. Organic farmers tend to love what they're doing. They tend to love the plants they're putting in. They put more attention to it. Their mindset is totally different. So, yeah, if that's important to you, then you need to take it into account as well, because it actually does make a difference. Quantum science has already proven that the act of observation changes what you're observing. So the soil makes a difference, the herbicides and pesticides make a difference, and then the attitude of the farmer makes a difference as well. So, yeah, you've got to make the choice. Are you going to pay a little bit extra for organic? Or are you going to just do what everybody else does, just take what's given to you, hoping that it's going to be okay? And if you're going to get ill, well, just take some more drugs, some more pollution. If that's where you want to live, then do it. But my advice is to start to pay some attention to buying organic as much as you can, where possible, using free-range meat if you want to eat meat free-range as well. So free-range eggs, and try to get milk that is coming from cows that are free-ranging. All that does make a difference if you take into account the totality of the pollution that's going on in the world today. And you need to take care with the food you eat. Have a good day.